Alright, what's up y'all? Matt here again. What's up? I am back with a very special celebration video for you guys today. Yeah, it's coming up around that time, and even though it's hard to believe that it's already been this long, God, it's flown past. I can't believe it's already been this long. It's come up on its 1 year anniversary, so I gotta celebrate that in a video with you guys, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. Just talking about Kingdom Hearts 3, celebrating its 1 year anniversary, kind of talking about what it means to me and all that kind of stuff, and reminiscing with you guys, because there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. Let's get into it. So today, when this video comes out, January 29th, 2020, marks the official, of course, 1 year anniversary of Kingdom Hearts 3 releasing, at least outside of Japan. It released in Japan over on the 22nd, over there for them, but we came out for the rest of the world 29th, and, you know, that's where we're going to celebrate it, I guess. Very, very special day. I remember it very, very well. You know, at least the 28th leading up to it, you know, kind of the feeling I'm recording this at 7 p.m. Central Time, and done on the 28th, on the day before, so kind of a year since I officially got ready to get this game. I remember that day very well, because it was a very, very special day. I had a lot of hype built up around it, of course, because I've been talking about it for so long, and, you know, just to have it come out on that day was just so mind-blowing, and it's just as mind-blowing to think that it's been a whole year since that thing happened. Holy crap. But yeah, man, Kingdom Hearts 3, what a fucking game that was. It was a whole experience. It really was. Very much leading up to it, but, you know, the game itself was quite an experience in and of itself. And even after it, with the reaction to it and stuff like that, it was a whole big thing in of itself. This game was, I would say, one of the most hyped games of all time. I would go up there and say that, because, you know, Kingdom Hearts 3, even when they first announced it in 2013, it had been already 7 years since the release of Kingdom Hearts 2 on the PlayStation 2. That was like just a millennia ago in terms of gaming, you know what I mean? It was just crazy how long it took for the thing to even get announced, you know what I mean? The majority of that was because of Tetsuya Nomura's kind of commitment to put out side games explaining the story leading up to it. He added a bunch of lore to the thing afterwards, you know, after Kingdom Hearts 2, and built that up over the years, continually teased towards Kingdom Hearts 3, but he never really started full development on it because he was still, I think, very busy with, you know, Final Fantasy Versus 13, as it was called at the time. That game was in development hell for quite a long time, because of so many behind-the-scenes studio shit that was going on over there, so he really couldn't put his full commitment onto a full Kingdom Hearts 3 yet. I mean, he did it when Final Fantasy 15, you know, started development, so who knows, but I think that was a big contributing factor to it not being out for a long time. But it was vaporware for a lot of people for a very long time. It's just kind of up there with like Half-Life 3 as one of those games that was never going to happen. But thankfully, and, you know, fortunately enough, it got announced at E3 2013, you know, for the PS4 and Xbox One. That was a big controversy at the time, but people eventually calmed down on that. You know, and it's crazy that they announced that game like pretty much right when it started development. Like right when it did it. It started like a little bit of pre-production and prototyping stuff in like late 2012, but starting to get original concepts for the game done around 2013. You know, the trailer that they showed at E3 2013 was just a concept trailer. They were just coming up with ideas, nothing concrete yet. You know, they announced that very early in development. The hype around this game was insane, the way that they drawed it out and announced it so early and just kept people waiting for so long and teased them for so many years, and eventually 5.5 years after it got announced, they eventually released it on January 29th, 2019, after a whole ass delay too, you know, into 2019. It's supposed to come out in 2018, delayed it into 2019 for, like, I guess they really didn't explain it that well, but it was probably for some reason. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, man, I still love this game, man. I still very much love this game. You know, I did a playthrough of it again for the release of Remind, you know, kind of building up to that. I had to do a pre-Kingdom Hearts 3 playthrough to get ready for that, and man, I just remembered how much I actually loved Kingdom Hearts 3 when I did that, you know. Reactions for Kingdom Hearts 3 for a lot of people are kind of like split down the middle. You know, you either like really love the game, or you really hate the game, and, you know, there's a lot of people who are also in the middle as well. I mean, I do have my complaints with Kingdom Hearts 3. It's not a perfect game, of course not. I'm not over here saying it's the best game ever made, no flaws. There are some obvious problems with Kingdom Hearts 3 that I think could have been fixed, you know what I mean? But I still love this game to death, and I think a lot of it has to do with the gameplay of the game. I really do love the quote-unquote Osaka team style of gameplay, as people like to refer to it, in a negative light. I think that was a lot of people's big complaint with Kingdom Hearts 3, and the attraction flow, people didn't like that much, and the other things like that. You know, people didn't like some of the additions that they had into it and thought it wasn't as good as Kingdom Hearts 2. I still love the game to death. You know, Kingdom Hearts 2, man, that is my favorite Kingdom Hearts game, bar none. I don't think anything will ever top it, but I still love Kingdom Hearts 3, even if it's not as great as Kingdom Hearts 2, in my opinion. I love that gameplay that they have in Kingdom Hearts 3. I like the floatiness of it, you know what I mean? I think the reason they did that is because since with this whole new game engine, Unreal Engine 4, and this new generation of consoles, they can make all these much larger environments and much bigger, you know, places to explore and stuff like that. They can do a lot more with it. If they didn't make Sora floaty and they kept him very grounded, I think it would just ruin the game, because you felt like you couldn't explore it and you would not be able to feel like you could explore this big world. You feel like a small little thing in it, and I think that just complements the environments, because that's what it's supposed to do. You know, it's supposed to help you feel like you can explore this environment in whatever way you want, and it feels really great that way. The gameplay is probably the thing I like most about Kingdom Hearts 3, because it's so much fun, you get so much freedom with it, and you just get to do basically whatever you feel like, and that's just an amazing feeling. I guess for the more like speedrunner and, you know, more technical people about Kingdom Hearts, I think I can understand, because it's not as technical, I guess, as Kingdom Hearts 2's gameplay, but I don't care, man. I'm not a speedrunner at all. I just like games to be fun, and God damn it if Kingdom Hearts 3 is not fun. I do really like the story for the most part. You know, one of my big complaints with Kingdom Hearts 3 is I think they could have added a lot more story into it. You know, I think they kind of held back a little bit when it came to adding cutscenes into Kingdom Hearts 3, because, you know, they've been building up this saga for almost 17 years, and, you know, they just kind of, I think, left it a little bit dry in terms of cutscenes they could have added in between the worlds. I think they could have added a lot more in between the worlds that you go to, and they could have added some more things, like in Kingdom Hearts 2, where there's worlds specifically dedicated to the main story of the game. I think they could have done that better. Kingdom Hearts 3's base game ending, I really, you know, that was a very kind of dry thing. You know, I think they could have done a lot more and added more to it, but with Remind, it made up with a lot of those. You know, they filled a lot of those plot holes in, and I now love the Kingdom Hearts 3 ending because of it. So, you know, story, gameplay, characters, music in that game, man, is crazy. I love Kingdom Hearts 3, man. I really do. Even though I do have complaints with it, I can still love it. It's not, the world is not so black and white. But this game, Kingdom Hearts 3, it means the most to me out of not just the Kingdom Hearts series, but of just games in general. This game just means the world to me. It really does. Because it changed my life. It really did change my life. For good and bad, yes, but it's just done so much for me, this game, because this game is the reason I started this whole YouTube thing, this whole YouTube channel, this whole reason it exists, you know. I created this thing back on June 11th, 2013, the day after Kingdom Hearts 3 got announced. I remember watching that reveal trailer on that day for the E3 press conference. I was really wanting to see that thing because I was super duper hyped about the PS4 and stuff like that. You know, I had kind of been out of the Kingdom Hearts series for a long time at that point. I was really into Xbox for a while and Halo and playing those games, but when the Xbox did all those DRM policies, I jumped off board right then and went on to the PS4 camp. And I remember when that Kingdom Hearts 3 game logo went up, I lost my shit, man, because again, I had been out of it for a while, but that Kingdom Hearts fan was still deep inside me, and I lost it, man. I was literally in the fetal position, like rocking back and forth, just losing my mind about, like, oh my god, Kingdom Hearts 3 is such a real thing, oh my goodness. And you know, the day after, I was watching some videos about it, and I remember seeing that Kingdom Hearts 3 was going to be coming out for the Xbox One as well, which at first, you know, surprised me. I was kind of surprised by that. I wasn't really mad about it necessarily. I was just really surprised. And then I was looking it up on YouTube, and I saw Sky, and I saw HMK, and I saw Dean talking about it, and I'm like, okay. I'd been wanting to do YouTube for a long time at that point, and so I'm like, okay, why don't I just do this? So I created my channel, I created my first video. Don't watch it, it's an awful video. I get so much stuff wrong in it. I had been out of it for so long that I just got so much stuff wrong, but it was the first step in my whole YouTube journey. And I guess you consider me one of the first Kingdom Hearts YouTubers, I guess. You know, I was part of the first round of people to kind of start doing this whole Kingdom Hearts YouTube thing. It was the Keykeepers and then me, pretty much. I did that for the entirety of Kingdom Hearts 3's development. I covered it up until January 29th, 2019. It was a great experience, but it was also a great learning experience for me because I messed up with this whole YouTube thing. I'm gonna admit that right now. I messed the fuck up when it came to this whole YouTube shit. I made several mistakes when it comes to it. Like, at first, I was a very, very bad YouTuber. I got so many things wrong. I didn't really try to do research on some of these videos because, again, I was out of it for a while. But I just thought, okay, you know, just make these videos and people watch them, cool. But no, I was very much wrong on that. I improved and stuff like that. And for reasons I won't get into, I was not the best socially. I was not a very great social person, even now, but especially not back then. So I really didn't know how to react to situations in a correct way. And I got into a lot of trouble because of that. I started some drama over the stupidest shit, and everyone kind of turned their backs on me. That was an awful thing. But you know, because I made those mistakes, I learned a lot as a person. I used those awful experiences early in my YouTube career to help me grow as a person. And to help grow this YouTube channel as well. I say from the years of 2015 to about mid-2018, I was just out of it. I was not making videos. I was not doing a lot of stuff on this YouTube channel because, one, Kingdom Hearts 3 kind of had a dry spell of news around then, and also I was in high school and I was doing a lot of stuff with that, and I was going through a lot of stuff. I was going through a lot of stuff that again, I won't get into right now. I may get into it in a later date. I don't know, but it's not necessary for you guys to know right now. Just know that it took a toll on me. And a lot of that had to do with kind of the guilt of those mistakes I did on YouTube. Because, like, oh my God, I just ruined my whole YouTube career. What did I do? From June 11th, 2013 to January 29th, 2019. Those are two different people. I consider those very two different people on those dates. I used it as a learning experience for me. I don't think I would not be the man I am today without YouTube. I would be a very much different person. I just have a lot of appreciation for it, for what it did, because it led to this whole YouTube thing, and just knowing that 9,000 people, you know, almost 10,000 people at this point, want to hear me talk about Kingdom Hearts or anything in general, you know, just 9,000 people want to hear me talk about anything, period. It's just a mind-blowing thing to me, because I would have never thought in a million years that anyone would want to listen to what I had to say for a while, but here we are. Kingdom Hearts 3, I have a lot of connection with it because it's given me lessons that I can use to go forward. I do plan on eventually phasing out mainly Kingdom Hearts content on this channel because, you know, after the release of Remind and all that kind of stuff calms down, I know a lot of other stuff coming up for Kingdom Hearts, but once that all dies down, I do plan on going in a different direction with this channel, and I'm going to use the lessons that I've learned and apply them to my new direction in life, wherever it does go. I really don't know right now, but I'm going to try and take it somewhere that I never could with just, you know, khcentral. That's going to be very exciting, and I have Kingdom Hearts 3 to owe for all of that. I'm just repeating myself right now. Basic terms is this channel, this game, the game that spawned this YouTube channel, led me down a path, I think, which I don't know if necessarily was the best, but it did make me learn the most. And while, yes, I did many mistakes on this channel, I don't regret this experience whatsoever. And just your continued viewership and support and love of my videos, and just the fact that you watch them is just crazy to me. And, you know, I'm still going through it right now, and I'm trying to get out of it, but as long as I have this YouTube channel, I'll have a purpose, I'll have something to hold on to, and I'll have something to keep me going. So, I owe a lot to this game. I owe a lot to what it's done for me. Okay, an emotional rant over now. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 1-year anniversary, man. Wow, it's so crazy that, you know, just so much has happened in the past year, not only just for me, but in just the world in general, that it just feels like it's been 10 years ago, you know. It felt even shorter at the same time. It's so weird, like, you don't get a sense of perspective until you really look at it. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, man, was a great experience for me and a lot of other people. The hype around this game was insane. It was a very great communal experience. You know, I have a bunch of great memories of hyping up trailers and, you know, promotions and a bunch of different stuff for this game with people, and it was a great time. It was a great time. So tell me down in the comments below, what's your opinion on Kingdom Hearts 3? What do you think about Kingdom Hearts 3 when turning 1 year old? What's your whole viewpoint on Kingdom Hearts 3 and personal connection with it, if you have one? Tell me down in the comments below your whole story or whatever. Also, make sure to subscribe, like this video, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord server, turn on notifications. Really awesome if you did. This has been Matt, and this channel ain't over yet. Oh, no, I think we're just getting started with it. I got some big plans. Hopefully I can achieve them though. We'll see. All right. Bye.